I think the biggest thing with Scottie coming in, which I really admired and respected with him, is I think when you have two starting backcourt players coming back, in Boynton and Walker, and both those guys, I think gained invaluable experience this year, with Irving having his first year at the point, and then Boynton with a lot of hype and exposure and publicity coming in as a freshman. You got two kids right now that I think had to play a lot of minutes. I think the one thing Scottie does is he gives us a pure point guard and a guy that's going to understand his role. He knows right now coming in that his role and his job right now is going to be to spell those guys and give them a blow, and allow us to play a style of play we can go up and down a little bit more, even maybe sometimes take the ball out of Walker's hands some. And I know last year, as the season started to unfold with the way teams were guarding Irving and trying to free him up to give him some more opportunities to score and get decent looks, we even put Chandler as the point some. I think we still have that flexibility next year to play Chandler there, but now with a guy like Scottie, we can also got a guy that's 6'2", where you could play Walker, Boynton, and he together. You could slide a guy like Irving Walker over to the 2. You could play Chandler in the backcourt with him. So there's some he creates, I think, some versatility for our team. And a year ago, we brought, Nimrod in here, and we thought that he was a guy that, based on what we saw overseas, that he could come in and provide us. I think the adjustment was such a big adjustment, he really wasn't able to. So I think all these guys coming in here right now, when I've never coached them and never seen them play at the collegiate level, I think that remains to be seen. But I think if you look down the long haul, I think, Sky's going to be a very, very good player, as all these guys are. And I think if Nimrod would have chose to stay here for all 4 years, I think he would have developed into a guy. I think the one thing is we certainly have experience coming back, and I think that we'll be dealing with something next year that we have not dealt with in the last couple of years, is having a level of expectation on our team, coming, getting to the tournament, having all 5 starters back, adding some depth now into our front court, bringing in a guy like Patrick Young as McDonald American, adding some depth in our backcourt with Prather and Scottie Wilbekin, and then I think 2 really, really good front court players that are going to be good in Yeget and Larson. We have a lot more depth. Anytime you go through and you put your name in like that, anything can happen. And this is the first time since I've been here that any players ever put their name in the draft and have come back. Every other guy has put their name in, has gone. So it's not like I have a track record of these guys always coming back. Generally when a guy puts his name in. So I really did not know what he was going to do until basically he called and said that he was going to come back, and that's what he wanted to do. But it was totally his decision.